purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Yeah, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We're in to win it. Welcome to another Cash Daddies. We hope you bang fatties. Join me as always, Howie, Dewey, and Johnny Woodard. Johnny, yes. 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 Today's show is brought to you by our good friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. That's right. Go to cashdaddies.com/gold. No, cashdaddies.gold/cash and get in on the precious metals game for as little as $50 a month. We'll get into that a little later. But yeah, dude, are we crushing? We crushing, dude. How was the Patreon this weekend? Did you guys super crush or mega crush?
No, man, we
like
bought
fire,
a
dude.
week ago. We bought some QQQ puts at 442, sold them at 560. Jumped back into the QQQ puts. I like them. I
prefer, by the way, I prefer this Howie to all Howies. This Howie right here, this Howie, guy who used to work with the fucking Cuban mob in the 60s. This is the guy I'll take. The guy who looks like he was somewhere near the grassy knoll at some point. Yeah. I'm in.
Yeah, he looks like he should have been in that movie Munich, like killing the bombers or the guys that took those Israeli hostages. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, you look like you're in it. Just go to patreon.com/cashdaddies and get in it to win it.
You know, like that would make, that would make a lot of sense because his name does sound like an alias.
Yeah, Howie Dewey.
Yeah, Howie Dewey. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Howie Dewey.
I agree. So, Howie, let's get into it. Let's talk about the horse. I know people want to hear about the picks, but we got to get into the horse.
Let's get right into it. Last Thursday, what was it, 4 days ago? My ass is still a little sore. It was.
Were you the one writing?
It was a situation. You know what? I might as well. My fat ass might as well been on it because look, he's a 2-year-old. He's a baby. It was his first race. There's no doubt he was nervous because
I agree.
You're working out. We're working about 6, 7 in the morning. There's nobody there. It's just he and another horse, or he by himself.
Yeah.
So he shows up. There's 30,000 people, and a lot of local publicity. People are pumping this thing up. And he came out, and I could tell off the bat, he was a little too lackadaisical. He wasn't he kind of was too relaxed. And we think he may have had stomach problems because he actually took a shit while he was going.
Maybe it's you just feeding him all the time. You ever think about that?
I don't know, man.
He took a shit.
He did.
Yeah. Maybe he wasn't lax. Maybe you just give him laxatives.
I've seen that plenty of times, by the way.
No, he exploded going across the finish line. And then he's walking around when the race is over. There's 7 horses. He came in 6th. I talked to a jockey last night. I did comedy at this thing for injured jockeys. And he said, listen, I've been doing this for 30 years. He's in the Hall of Fame, Johnny Velasquez. He said, Saturday, I rode a Todd Pletcher 2-year-old, supposed to be the best 2-year-old out there. And the same thing happened. He said, they're 2 years old. He goes, their first races, you have no idea what's going to happen. I was hurt because our guy just didn't put in the effort. I understand you got to take a shit, but there's 30,000 people.
By the way, I would love to be able to just walk and shit. Like, that'd be a blessing.
Don't you kind of do that sometimes already, Sam?
It happens in marathons all the time.
Yeah, but when he does it, it's like part of a race. When I do it, it's an embarrassment.
It happens in marathons all the time, and it happened one Saturday morning when I left Burger King. It happened. And the faster I ran, the more I exploded.
Yeah, you can't escape it. It follows.
Maybe that was him just kicking in the turbo.
Remember,
man? I don't know. But look,
he's like a submarine dropping ballast so he can surface. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
The lighter he is, the faster he can run.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the theory. You like your horse to take a shit well before the starting gate opens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
But
why I
we
was waiting
literally,
for the podcast. To be fair, I
Like
was doing the same
horses and
thing.
races and women in the bedroom. Take a shit before you get into the action, dude.
And men.
yeah,
Dude, let's all just clear
he
out.
ran like literally like someone lodged a brick in his ass. We were very upset. But the bottom line is, you don't give up. He's going to work out Friday. If it goes decent, he will run in the next 2 weeks. We got to get him back out there. You know, you don't go down with a fight. Hopefully he learns something. Maybe he gets used to the people. I'll tell you what, man. So we walk him back to the bar. This is 2 hours later. And I go see him. And I looked at him and I was like, Chuck, you know, what was going on today? And the horse is always happy. He's always
you call the horse Chuck?
he
You
backed,
call the horse Chuck? Is that
that's his bar name, Chuck. So he backed up into the corner and he just looked at me. There was no head movement. No, he just stared at me, put his head down. He knew I was pissed.
He wasn't happy.
And I said,
You
we
didn't
gotta
beat
have
him
a better
hard,
effort
did you?
from him.
Oh, you didn't beat the horse, did you, Howie? It feels like that's where it's headed. You beat the horse.
So do you think
No, I
they
didn't
turned
beat
that? Do you think they turned the horse who came in last in the glue yet?
Yeah,
I hadn't quite gotten there. I was hating to do that.
the horse that was behind us. Ooh, that horse probably retired. But look, it was our horse's first race. We're gonna get him back out there. He has potential. It's like everybody said. If he just ran the way he'd been working out, he probably would have won the race. You know, the race was fast. He ran against a really good horse, this Bavinsky. But you know what? We could have beaten him. We have the talent. We got to get his ass back out there. Maybe a little more stern. I won't give him as many carrots.
You regret starting. You regret starting wide now.
My what?
Do you regret where you started now? Like, because you said you liked that position, but it didn't seem to do him any favors. I watched that.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. You know, at this point, we don't care now. He's got to get back out there, and he's got to just live up to his potential and get his head out of his ass and run. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. Horse race is tough business, guys. Tough business.
Is it?
It's a good tax loss.
It's good tax loss.
Not a good.
That's a positive. That's a positive way to look at it.
Yeah, the positive is you got a loss for the next couple of years.
Oh yeah, you would never tell anybody to buy horses.
No. That would never be part of the investment. If you got too many gains,
yeah. If you have too much money, get a horse.
If you got too much money and you need to lose some, it's a good investment. Man.
Absolutely.
You throw in food, vet fees, vitamins, shit.
You gotta get the horse shod. You know, the farrier has
veterinary fee. Oh God.
There's so
much. That's what it is. And it was a crazy day last Thursday because we get to the track. Like five
bitches
things
be tripping, right? Bitches be tripping.
Hulk Hogan died. I'm like,
oh
okay.
My God, devastation, dude.
Yeah, not really. I was more worried about our horse than the Hulkster.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like five things happened. Oh yeah, the Jets quarterback got hurt. People just kept coming up to me with like, "Did you hear about your quarterback? Did you hear about Hulk Hogan?" I'm like, "No, but our horse is gonna run." So then that happened, and oh my God, ooh, it's in a bad mood.
I'm sorry, buddy. It was a rough week for you. Rough week for everybody. Listen, I love all my conspiracy theorist friends. I love them all. They're blessed. I'm blessed to call them friends. But man, all of them were just like, is this a sacrificial sacrifice? I'm like, Ozzy was a 76-year-old drug addict. Hulk Hogan was a pro wrestler. I mean, in pro wrestling years, 71 or 72 is literally like 1,000 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Like, look at Paul.
Way beyond.
Malcolm Jamal Warner was a black guy swimming. A black guy swimming. What do you expect?
There you go. That's all you need to say. Hey, dude,
that's all I need to say.
There was this Howard Stern clip that went around of Ozzy Osbourne meeting Paul McCartney for the first time. And he's talking to him like he's a kid. And Paul McCartney is like an old man. Now, Paul McCartney's like 6 or 7 years older than him. But when you see how much he decayed over the decades that followed that meeting, and Paul McCartney still kind of looks like he did in the 90s. Yeah. It's, oh, dude, I mean, drugs, boy. They
you ever read?
Really put it on you.
I love that they're raising money for Parkinson's. And it's like, yeah, how about just throw it into don't do drugs because you'll get Parkinson's? They were all that generation were doing like ice cream scoops worth of yayo, dude. I mean, all of them. All of them were just like,
I know you weren't around.
I went through the 80s too. I was in the 80s
around during the 70s, but I heard during the 70s, especially, like nobody even had a clue that it was potentially dangerous or anything. They were just like, oh, get a little pep, you know? Like,
yeah, but they were like going hard in the paint, dude.
That's what I'm saying, because they all thought it was fine. Nobody knew that there were like, you know, downsides to it. It just
well, Ozzy could thank his wife for actually, you know, not being broke, because every decision that lady made as far as finance just was the right decision, man. I mean, Ozzy wouldn't have a pot to piss in if she wasn't investing for him over the past 30 years. That lady's a smart lady.
Don't you love that he was like, you know, hey, you guys should go play in Israel. You guys should play in Israel. And then there's old videos of him like, who's your biggest inspiration? He's like, Hitler. Hitler was my biggest inspiration. You're like, okay, dude, gotcha.
Ozzy said that.
I don't know what's happening here. My shit's
we hear
fine.
You. We hear you.
Why
we
are
see
you guys out?
We hear you. We see you fine.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
All right, hold on.
Sam's pulling an Ozzy.
Oh no, he thinks we can't hear him. He's gonna start.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, we can hear you totally fine. Okay. We're totally fine. We're hearing you totally fine.
Please
get a real mic. Get a real mic.
It's not that. It's dude. You guys are. I couldn't see you on the screen because it was a spinning ball.
Maybe a spinning ball, like the
Earth? Yeah, it was like. Yeah, it was like spinning like the Earth is round.
Gotcha.
All right, Johnny. What were the big stories? Let's go.
Well, Howie, I'm curious what you think about what the biggest stories were. To me, it's probably the EU deal. They struck a deal with Europe. The other option is possibly this story I sent over about copper. What do you think among those, Howie? Anything else that probably the EU thing, right?
I mean, the EU deal is hilarious because it came out like it was a big deal, but nothing happened.
It's status quo, essentially, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wow, we got a deal with Europe, who, you know, we do a little trading with 15%. It's like, it's okay. And, you know, and this is funny. Here's the bottom line. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he's like, market keeps going up. These tariffs really aren't hurting it. I said, time out. I said, what tariffs?
Yeah, that's it.
What tariffs? There's been threats of tariffs for the past, 4 or 5 months? How many tariffs have been really laid down? I mean, you saw what happened I love Lutnick yesterday. Howard Lutnick came out and said, this is it. This is the final date. It's not done by August 1st. That's it. And what happens? China's now delayed another 90 days?
Is it? Oh, wow.
I think 90 days, China. Yeah, there's nothing going on there. Not only that.
Yeah, they're likely to extend their trade truce. It says as talks are on hold. I've heard rumors that she is like gone. Like he might be dead or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's talking about that.
Who?
That the Xi Ping Pong is dead.
We don't know how to say it, to be clear. None of us know how to say it. But yeah,
I don't know. Johnny, were you the one that told the Henry Kissinger story on the show last time?
Yeah. It was from John Kiriakou. There's this. I'll abbreviate here, but they were a guy that John knew was with Kissinger when they went to China for Nixon, and he kept trying to see Mao over like the whole week that they were there. They wouldn't let him see him, and then right before they were about to get on the plane, they were ushered into this room, and this curtain was pulled back, and he was laying in bed, and they were like, "As you can see, the leader, the great leader, is sleeping. He cannot see you right now." And so the guy turns to Kissinger and he's like, "Is he fucking dead, bro?" And Kissinger's like, "It appears he is dead, yes." And tell no one. And then they go back to Nixon, and Nixon is like, "Oh, I see. Okay. You can never tell
Johnny, you couldn't. There you go. There we go. I'm tired.
You must not tell anyone about this.
Here's how you know.
But here's a punchline. It was a month before the world knew about it.
Johnny,
Chinese, that's just how they handle shit. They don't tell anybody.
I was so excited. We got a comment from Kick, and then look at the comment. Tired of streaming to 0.
Let's change that. Look, here's the deal with
China. Guys, we're on Twitch too, 2-0.
Guys, here's the deal with China.
One person's watching on Twitch. Welcome.
Okay,
That's like
Legend.
1,000 people on YouTube. Thank you, one person. Zero from.
You want to hear about China?
Zero. Oh, we're not. Yeah,
please.
we're not. Oh, fuck! I didn't add Facebook.
What
Shit.
was that? Sam's just got his stream of consciousness going. His inner monologue turned out.
Watch it.
I can't believe no people were watching on Facebook.
Why do you give a shit about Facebook? It's the worst.
Go on. We'd love to hear.
So, there's two things about China. They extended this tariff deal for another 3 months, whatever. Here's two things I'm confused about. Number one, K-Web, which is basically Chinese stocks, it's headed up to 36 right now. Looks like China's doing extremely well as far as their companies, their economy.
Extremely well.
Hot chicks on Facebook.
Now, here's the other thing, Johnny. Here's a question.
Yes.
If we're so defensive about China and we're really going to put the hammer down on China, why did this administration just open the door and say, tell NVIDIA, you can just hand them every H2O chip you want? We're going to export as many H2O chips to China because you know what? We're not too worried about defense. These H2O chips aren't that great. We'll give them to them. In the stock's at 175. If you ever really want to know what's going on with China, watch NVIDIA's stock price and look at KWEB, and that tells you the real truth. Because if you ask me, Johnny, I don't think we give a flying fuck about our defense.
Hey, I'm on the show too.
You know? What do you think about those chips, Johnny?
Well, I mean, they literally just did that, right? Walk back that ban. And there's a lot of concern on the Hill about, I'll read the headline here from the Washington Post. Trump's retreat on China chip ban triggers policy spat. Democratic lawmakers have expressed, quote, grave concern to Commissary Howard Lutnick after the administration approved NVIDIA's exporting chips to China, loosening controls imposed on national security grounds. This is all part of, the AI arms race. Yeah. And the fear on the Hill is that okay, so you kind of have to rewind this. In AI, there's this idea among the nerds, the eggheads, that the first person to get to AGI, artificial general intelligence, it doesn't matter if you get there first by a day, by an hour, by a second, because it is exponential from there, your advantage will be permanent and like infinite. Because it's gonna be like this straight up after that. And you won't be caught if you can get there first. It's kind of like the Cold War all over again.
All right, now, let me say something right
Do I believe that? No, but that's what.
So here we are. We're supposedly in this arms race with China for AI, and here we are sending stuff to China. This is exactly what they did during the USSR nuke arms race. They were sending aid to Russia. I remember as a kid going, why are we sending aid to these people when we're supposedly in an arms race with them? It's all BS, dude. They just crank that up because they need an enemy to convince us to just allow them to do whatever they want. This is the exact same thing they did with the USSR. The exact same thing where they're like, oh my God, we got to beat them in an arms race. And then they're sending them money. They're doing all that stuff. They're just pumping them up.
This is different because this isn't money. We're in an AI race. Why would we allow the top AI chip company in the world to send them as many as they want?
Because it's not a real race. That's what I'm telling you. They just present that as that so they can get all the funding they want and we just get the fuck out of their way. That's the truth, dude. This is all theater of dog shit.
I can't disagree with you on that as far as you saying it's not a real race because it sure as hell doesn't seem like one. I mean,
that doesn't make any sense.
Why would you allow your biggest competition to have basically anything they want?
100%, dude.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. That does make sense.
Because they're like, oh, dude, we cannot put any restraints on this AI research. The Chinese, and then we're sending China stuff. It's total BS, dude.
especially when they pay lip service to humanitarian concerns in China. What about the Uyghurs? What about the oppressive society? What about social credit? But they don't care about any of that. It's all fake and gay.
Yeah, 100%, dude. It's all theater of dog shit.
I the whole tariff thing, it cracks me up because I would like to get some stats, and I don't have them. From the day Trump got in office, how many tariffs we actually laid down? Like, what is the number? Because
the income from it, I would love to know that. Yeah,
income versus taxes. I mean, because this EU deal, they said, okay, what's really different? Nothing. This is nothing. 15%, which we'll pay anyways. I don't know this. And the funny thing, Lutnick coming out in the morning saying this is it. It's the final date. We won't extend. Lutnick said no extensions. 1 hour later, they came out and said it's a 90-day extension. You can't make this shit up.
They just think we're stupid.
They think
they
that
just
we
want
are
to demoralize us.
They think we're dumber than stupid.
No, and it's also that, like, what are you going to do about it? That's their whole thing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
That's it.
What are you going to do? We're just going to do whatever we want. And we're going to tell you one thing, then we're going to do the exact opposite. You're going to get pissed and you're going to do nothing about it. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. That is so crazy that they're giving China AI technology, because oligarchies help oligarchies. That's just how it is, dude.
Now, I will say, Howie, because you hear people say, well, it's obviously working because we have a stock market that keeps testing in these all-time highs. I think it exceeded them, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder what your opinion is. It seems like the markets have just gotten to it's almost like they're doing it in spite of what's happening, or because they maybe don't believe the tariffs are ever going to happen in a serious. Do you think that's what's happening?
100%.
They don't believe that Trump has lost credibility on tariffs.
100%. Trump, Wall Street called Trump on his bullshit about 2 months ago.
Because you're hearing people say, like, this is proof tariffs work. They're helping the markets. But
there are no tariffs.
Exactly. Yeah. Then they don't believe there will be. If they did, I think.
Well, what about the fact that people were talking about how all these countries are bracing for all these immigrants to be sent back, and none of them are. They're not.
Yeah, I heard you say that. I haven't seen that, but that's crazy if that's true. I don't.
Oh no, that was said by Tony from Wise Wolf.
Yeah, but what I'd love to know what countries we're talking about. Did he say? I don't remember. I don't think he did.
We're gonna assume they're Latin.
Yeah, all the Canada, waiting for all the white people to get kicked out.
Yeah, white chicks can stay. The rest of you gotta go.
All the failed Canadian
badass Latinas and hot Canadian chicks allowed to stay.
By the way,
Trump's no bullshit. He just gave Russia 2 weeks to come up with a deal with Ukraine. That you can't make this shit up. This is how funny it is. You have 2 weeks, Russia.
Yeah, I'm sure Vladimir Putin is really shaking in his boots. He's
been man at Trump. He means business. He's
got a countdown.
Threatened 78 times in the past 3 months.
Okay, so remember obviously the Dylan Mulvaney ads that just sent everybody on the right into a tizzy. It seems we have the left-wing equivalent of that now with these American Eagle ads by Sydney Sweeney.
It's so stupid. It's so
left-wing women are losing their minds about.
Well, what's the deal? Explain it, Johnny.
Well, you have an incredibly beautiful woman called Sydney Sweeney, and she's doing this.
Johnny loves her.
Great rack.
Oh, Johnny loves her.
She's doing this slightly provocative ad that's kind of reminiscent of those old Calvin Klein ads. The
12-year-olds.
No. The one they actually had hot models doing them, and not like fat trans with mustaches.
Let me just see if I can find the ad here. This is just all, when you search it, it's just all white chicks freaking out about it. So I'm curious now. Do you think we'll see the same kind of economic influence from the left wing meltdown from this as we did from the right wing meltdown, or do you think that this is just all smoke and just hot air?
What's the company? Abercrombie? I didn't even know.
It's American Eagle. I'll send you. I'll send you. Hold on. I'll play the ad real quick. I just
retail shitting anyways right now.
What do you think, Sam? Now, do you think that the left wing outrage has the kind of economic influence?
I think this is a fake outrage to promote. That's my humble opinion.
Oh, really? Interesting.
They're just like, oh my God, I'm so pissed. You know, use that all the time. Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live does it all the time. They'll do something what they think is provocative, right? That's my whole opinion on the Shane Gillis shit. They just used it to fucking promote. And then you go and you actually take a look at everybody tweeting about it. It's just asking, are you upset? Are you enraged?
Can you put this
up? I will tell you this.
It is.
Oh, it is.
The stock, JP Morgan just downgraded the stock because of whatever's going on with her.
I don't buy into any of it.
The stock went up nicely after. Okay, here it is. Howie, can you see it? Howie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Terrible actress.
Or that they make your butt look
How does she have no ass with those fat racks?
Why would I need to do that?
It's a case of a lot.
But if you said that you want to
buy very thin.
the jeans, I'm not going to stop you.
Doesn't have an ass.
But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you.
She's 100 pounds, Sam.
Jeans.
City Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
See, so the idea is that people are pretending to be offended because it's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman saying that she's got great jeans, and they're like, "Oh, this is Nazi coded language here."
Tell me you're a rich kid and you got nothing going on in your life. That's what that tells me. You're a rich kid and you're just looking for a reason to get up in the morning, and you're getting mad at Fat Rack over here, okay, whose face has a little pinch of the downs. I would tell you, Cindy Sweeney was the first of the hot downs to fucking come onto the scene.
I can see that.
Too thin to be a Downs.
No, these Downs are getting shredded now. They're working out.
Yeah, but she looks like anorexic with just like a couple 40
those
pound
tits are
anorexic.
Oh, no, baby.
But let's talk about American
Eagle. Flat ass.
Let's talk about American Eagle. The stock was at $9.
If you insist, Howie, we'll talk about stocks. Okay, if you insist, we'll talk about stocks.
Why are we talking about stocks on this investment show?
The stock's gone up 40%.
The stock's gone down. The stocks go all around.
Poor Howie.
I mean, the stock's gone straight up, but it just got downgraded. I wouldn't buy it here.
Well, it seems that the surge seems to correlate it with this ad campaign. So what do you think? The recommendation is because of that bump, and they're like, this might be just
when did the ad come out?
It's been like a couple of weeks, a week ago, maybe something like that.
And
that day I remember looking, and it was up substantially that day.
It's gone up probably 20. It's gone up 20% in the last 5 days.
Yeah, that's about the tracking for when it came out.
Yeah, it would have been a good buy then. I wouldn't buy it now. It's gone from 10 to 12 in the past week and a half. So, and JP Morgan just downgraded. Look, it's American Eagle, not like your stellar pumping retail company.
Yeah, totally. And it's not like guys aren't, guys don't really see a fashion ad and they're like, oh, I got to get those American Eagle jeans. This is meant for women. And if it's pissing women off, which I'm not sure it really is, then it might not, accomplish what it wants to. I don't know. Like you guys, you're late. Would they care about this? My girl wouldn't care about this. She'd be like, oh, okay, American Eagle, whatever. I'm not 12, so I don't need American Eagle. Like, I don't know. I don't understand women. So.
I don't either, dude.
I don't know. I've never
women.
bought American
Is that what you're
Eagle.
trying to do right now? Is understand women?
No, I gave up a long time ago.
You should give up.
Okay, I thought this was pretty interesting, Howie. Sam, curious on your takes here. This is a story from CNBC. It says, under Trump, Uncle Sam is becoming an active investor at a scale not seen outside of war or major crises. It's pretty interesting. President Donald Trump is personally wielding a golden share over U.S. Steel. The Pentagon bought a $400 million equity stake in a rare earth miner called MP Materials. And
MP Materials were on this show 3 months ago. I told everyone to buy it.
Well, they probably made out then because
Robbie Bernstein bought it at
Robbie Bernstein gonna be at the live show.
He bought it at 20 when I told him. Where is it now? 60?
Let me see. Oh God.
I loved MP for the Cherry.
63-21. Yeah, 63-21.
Love it.
Okay, so the Trump administration has taken direct stakes in companies on a scale rarely seen. Japan's Nippon Steel agreed to give
Nippon Steel. That sounds like some Godzilla movie.
A golden share in U.S. Steel as a condition for the two companies' controversial merger. Trump now personally wields sweeping veto power over major business decisions made by the nation's third largest steel producer. Trump says, "You know who has the golden share? I do." He said at a summit on artificial intelligence in Pittsburgh. The president's golden share in U.S. Steel. I don't understand how the president is I mean, is that that's weird, right? That's got to be uncommon. The president's golden
share. Weird is everything that comes out of his mouth every 15 minutes.
Fair enough. His golden share in U.S. Steel is similar to nationalizing a company, but without any of the benefits that a company normally receives, such as direct investment by the government, said Sarah Dansman, an expert on foreign investment.
We can dance. Everyone's taking a chance.
But the Trump administration demonstrated earlier this month that it is also willing to buy directly into publicly traded corporations. The Department of Defense agreed to purchase a $400 million equity stake, as I said, in MP Materials. This is the biggest ever public-private cooperation that the mining industry has ever had here in the U.S. Historically, the DoD has never done equity in a mining company or a mining project. What do you think about this? A Democrat, it says here, would be accused of being communist for this kind of nationalization effort.
I agree, Johnny. I wholeheartedly agree.
It's 100% a communist move.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So you're basically
everyone's just like, we're investing in America.
You're taking the taxpayers' money and buying a company that nobody agreed on. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll fight everybody, dude. And then he's getting in all this crypto too. It's kind of crazy. And that's why you got to watch these cryptos. You got to watch it, dude.
Well, they've already topped out, right? There's no point now.
No,
right?
Dude. Guys, come on. Has it pissed you off to watch crypto fly up in price for over a decade and you still done nothing about it? Makes sense. Crypto is extremely complicated and very boring. Well, guess what? We got some good news for you, boys and girls. You don't need to know a thing about crypto to make money like so many have. That's right. Our good friends at copymycrypto.com membership site shows you exact cryptos that the boss man YouTuber James McMahon personally owns, which means you just got to copy along like a real baller, okay? It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing and doesn't try to bang your girlfriend. You don't need to know a thing, dude, about crypto. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Or how to invest. You simply just copy along. So let me tell you about James, okay? So let me tell you about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has, over 54,000 subscribers. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos, had you put $100 in each one. It went on to be worth $123,000, dude. That's big bucks. No whammies, man. Of the 26 cryptos, top pick of the year, the number one, the big dog they singled out, it's called Phantom. Went up 692 times from when he said it. Bang, bang, pow. That call alone had retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Listen, guys, remember, this is public knowledge, okay? You can go to YouTube and verify for yourself. It's just that easy, okay? So if you'd like to join the 2,800 members who copied James, and pause right now, freeze frame, pause what you're doing and head over to copymycrypto.com/Cash Daddies. That's copymycrypto.com/Cash Daddies. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but our viewers, all three of our viewers, okay? A lot of them are more mine than yours, but all of our viewers get full access for $1. Bang, dude. That's good value, dude. You've missed out on Bitcoin. Well, you can still buy chunks, but there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you've missed out on all of them? Oh, hell no. You guys, don't waste any more time. Go to the site and read it for yourself. Once again, it's copymycrypto.com/Cash Daddies. It's ended money worries for so many. It just may do the same for you. And we thank them for sponsoring this amazing show. Amazing.
I got a
amazing
crazy story that I just saw from ESPN. So this is intense. Okay, so we've talked about baseball is the only major American sport without a salary cap, and it's possibly killing the game because every offseason
I agree.
The haves and the have-nots are becoming more extreme. Here's what happened when Rob Manfred went. He goes around and has these meetings with the players in the clubhouse.
Bryce Harper.
Oh yeah, this is crazy, dude. Philadelphia Philly star Bryce Harper stood nose to nose with Rob Manfred, got up in his face during a meeting between Rob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, and told him to get the fuck out of our clubhouse if Manfred wanted to talk about potential implications of a salary cap, according to sources. The confrontation came in that meeting I was telling you about where Manfred goes around quiet for the majority of the meeting. Harper sat in a chair holding a bat. Eventually, he grew frustrated and said if MLB were to propose a cap and hold firm to it, players are not, this is the quote, are not scared to lose 162 games. So this guy's threatening to just tank, to not play, whatever.
Do it.
Sources from the meeting told ESPN Harper stood up, walked toward the middle of the room, faced Manfred, and said, if you want to speak about that, you can get the fuck out of our clubhouse. Manfred, sources said, responded that he was not going to get out of there, saying it was important to talk about the threats to MLB's business and ways to grow the game. Before the situation further intensified, Nick Castellanos tried to diffuse the tension, saying, I have more questions. The meeting
I have more questions.
And Harper and Manfred eventually shook hands, though Harper declined to comment over the phone. It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that is crazy. And good
I
luck.
hated that guy, by the way. He sucks.
Good luck, Bryce Harper, getting in the Hall of Fame. Let's see how many votes that takes.
Yeah,
he'll get in. He'll get in. But what a scumbag, right? Bryce Harper. Threatening to just tank the team, not play, not try, just strike out every time on purpose. Is that what he's saying?
He's saying they won't play.
You're a baseball player. You don't make business decisions. Sit back on your little bench and speak when spoken to, Bryce.
And it's killing the game. It is killing the game every offseason for you to see these lesser teams not be able to spend any money.
Yes.
While the Dodgers are out there literally buying every top free agent.
Dude, I can't stand it. I went on the Dodger Reddit and put my rant about Andrew Friedman being Nimrod, and dude, they lost their fucking minds, dude. They lost their mind. They were this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's so stupid.
Did you use ChatGPT?
What?
Did you use ChatGPT to clean it up?
No, I took the video that I posted on Instagram and posted it to the Reddit and just watch Mexicans lose their fucking mind. So I'm about to post my video where that did insanely well on Instagram for a comedy for a podcast clip, for me at least. Got over 100,000 views of me talking about how the owner of the Dodgers is a part owner in Alligator Alcatraz and the app that ICE uses to hunt down people. I can't wait to post that. I'm about to after the show. I'm gonna post it and just watch people lose their effing minds.
You're a fan of the Empire, Sam. Like you're a fan of the evil doers.
No, I want a salary cap. Andrew Freeman is garbage.
Okay? No, what I'm saying is your team is the new Death Star. You know,
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
So Howie, in the story, it goes on to say that the MLBPA obviously going to always be against the salary cap. They suggest that the salary cap won't do anything but drive up franchise values, and that's why the owners want it. It's cynical. They don't genuinely want it. How do you get around that? You just kind of have to pay off the current generation of players, right? Just give them like this insane contract incentive, and maybe they'll kind of sell their future down the river to get the money now. Like how are you ever get them to come to the table on that?
I don't know how you do it, Johnny, because you already opened up. The demons are out, man. When you give Ohtani that
15 years,
contract,
oh my god, dude, it's over with.
How do you tell young guys? Listen, we put in a new law. This is a salary cap, and you can't make 1/100th of what Aaron Judge and Ohtani made.
That happened in the NBA when they did a salary cap. It destroyed the Timberwolves because Kevin Garnett, who it was instrumental in basically blowing up the because they had to implement after Garnett turned down a giant, like at that time it was a historical contract. He's like, nope. And they're like, oh, okay. So they implement this salary cap.
Salary cap since like the 80s in the NBA.
Well, I just remember the story, and that Stephon Marbury couldn't get over the fact that Kevin Garnett was making way more money than he was.
Well, maybe that was when maybe the cap. I don't know. That's interesting, but I think
there was still a cap. There was a cap then,
but it wasn't like it is now.
Baseball is the only sport without a cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're just killing it. They're gonna kill it. It's I can completely forget what I was gonna say. I mean, you just have to pay them off, right? Maybe like a veteran minimum that most of the players in the Players Association will benefit from to get them on board and kind of force the superstars their hand. That's the only thing.
That would take hours, hundreds of hours of contractual.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to do it. Do 15-year contracts to a professional athlete I wouldn't give Wemby that. When he got drafted, I wouldn't give him 15.
Now,
yes,
fair, nobody else.
The official Tinfoil Hat YouTube page is up. Just go to youtube.com/Tinfoil Hat YouTube, and you'll find it. And it's already got over 1,000 subscribers.
We picked the longest name we could have, didn't we?
Well, I mean, like we had to.
Wait, is it tinfoil?
Tinfoil Hat.
I'm just typing it in. It's not coming up. Tinfoil Hat YouTube.
The NASDAQ is up almost. This is crazy. The QQQs are up almost 100 points
in the last. Man, why isn't it playing?
I don't think you can. I think maybe we haven't set up the URL like our custom. Oh, it's at. You have to do at Tinfoil Hat YouTube. Okay, that's how they formatted it now. It's youtube.com/Tinfoil Hat YouTube.
I'll fucking fight everybody.
Another thing to type.
It's just like they just want to be a pain in the freaking ass. That's all they want to do. Here it is, guys. It's up and running. It's a baby.
Come join us.
Come join us, even though XG is way behind on the clips. Let's go, idiot. That's why you make your money, dumbass. Okay.
What were you saying, Howie?
This is crazy. The QQQ, which is basically the Mag 7, Meta, Google, Microsoft, Apple, so on. It's up almost 100 points in the past 90 days, which is nuts. It's up 475 today. It's at 468. Man, if there was ever a time to buy SQQQ, it's probably now. I just don't see this continuing. I see this going from 567 down to 531. Even below 530.
Does that suggest some kind of artificial element to this run, Howie?
No, I mean, a lot of these, it's basically the Mag 7. You got NVIDIA right now trading at 175 all-time high. You have Meta is at 715. And I can see that falling below 600 again. These stocks have just cranked. They just absolutely cranked. 3 months. So what does that tell you? It tells you we're probably going to have a pullback. I mean, it's that simple. Even that, with that being said, somebody said, what's your pick of the week? I'll tell you what, I love IBM right here. And I put it out. If you're on the Patreon, I put it out before the market even opened this morning. When it was below 260. Now it's at 263. I like IBM. I think it gets back to 280 probably sooner than later.
International Business Machines. Heard of it?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So have you guys seen Catherine Austin Fitz talking about how she believes that the reason they won't release the Epstein files is because it will show that basically the U.S. government funneled $21 trillion into Epstein's networks.
Trillion?
Yeah, she goes.
Yeah, that's possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, yeah,
$21 trillion.
Howie, you're a guy that came on here and told us to believe in a horse that shit himself racing.
Sam,
okay,
so
please don't ever.
That is the dumbest shit that you've ever said on this show. That's the dumbest thing you've ever said.
I cannot believe you just disrespect.
$21 trillion. Sam, why don't you just use the word zillion. Use zillion. That one sounds better.
The current GDP of the country is $27 trillion.
I'm telling you, dude. And how deep in the hole are we?
So they funneled 21 trillion.
Literally
21 billion.
Listen,
21 billion
Catherine
would be
Austin Fitz never misses.
All the money the country makes in a year went to Epstein, is what you're saying.
No, they printed it. Dumbass.
Dude, seriously, stop.
21 trillion?
Yeah, that's what she says. Catherine Austin Fitz doesn't miss.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't.
Right?
I don't think she said that. I think you misheard her.
Yeah, you had to have misheard it.
You guys are retards.
21 trillion.
Clip.
$21 zillion.
Yeah.
It might
That's
as well
what they
be.
gave Epstein.
It might as well be. Where did she post, Sam?
Hold on, you dumbass.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Well, no, this is something different. This is her, but it says the U.S. has a $21 trillion underground network for only the wealthy. But this is from Catherine Austin.
Yeah,
Fitz.
but these are too long. That's why.
That's a heck of a coincidence. Are you sure it's not this she was talking about? It says U.S.
She's talking about. Yeah, she said it over and over again, dude. I mean, you guys are just all retards. Anyways, the whole point of that.
I mean, she said it over and over again. It should be everywhere.
Okay, it's like just Google it. There's the problem is the videos are all 2 hours long, you dumbass. But the point is that they're spending money insanely, and that's why you gotta get into the precious metals games, guys. And that's why we're saving our good friends. Okay, that's why we love our good friends who sponsor the show. They're the main sponsor. Genius. Our good friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. Just go to cashdaddies.gold. Use the promo code CASH. Listen, hey guys, if you're paying attention, you know that the de-dollarization is real. Fiat is fake, and you don't want to be left holding the bag when the dollar collapses. Gold and silver have been money through all recorded history and are an excellent way to protect yourself from inflation, geopolitical turmoil. That's why we trust our good friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver for all things precious metal. Veteran owned and an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. No transaction too big or too small. You can even roll your 401k and IRA into physical gold and silver. And if you think you can't afford precious metals, think again. With the Wolf Pack monthly membership program, you can get gold and silver delivered directly to your door for as little as $50 a month. Wise Wolf Gold and Silver deals in and accepts Bitcoin. Just go to cashdaddies.gold, promo code CASH at checkout to receive free constitutional silver. Man, they are taking care of you, Cash Dad. What are they, the readers? So remember, in a world of bulls and bears, be the wolf. And we thank them for sponsoring our show.
Yeah, silver and gold down a little bit past week.
I found it, by the way. Okay, so this is what she said. She said that during the entirety of Epstein operating, that total disappeared from HUD and the Department of Defense, 21 trillion. And she suspects that he was possibly laundering some of that money to get it to Israeli intelligence, Mossad. It wasn't going into Epstein's network. It was being laundered so that they could clean it and get it to Mossad and Israel and other overseas ventures like that. So,
but
still big.
Does she say how much of the 21 trillion?
No, she does. She just says that it's the total.
You gotta watch the video, dude. It's pretty blatant what she's saying. You're not watching the video. You're reading
I
it.
did watch it. I can play it for you.
Put it in the thing. Yes, put it in the thing. But I told you
what she said exactly, precisely what she said.
Just put it in the thing and we'll play it.
Okay.
She said 21 zillion.
By the way, I loved Happy Gilmore too.
No, don't. I can't. I got tickets for Wednesday.
It's great.
It's
great.
I believe Epstein. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Yep.
You were building control files using sex entrapment, but I think the bigger picture, you were doing big money laundering. So 21 trillion disappeared from DOD and HUD over the period that Epstein was operating. He went to the White House, his first time in the White House. Rubin, who became Secretary of Treasury, took him, I think, in 1994. And then Rubin goes to Treasury, money starts disappearing. And then, Epstein is ballooning fantastic amounts of money. So I think Epstein was laundering the money that was coming out of DOD. And if you look at his relationships with Mossad and Israeli intelligence, when Mossad is taking over DOD and the money's going missing, and we know the cybersecurity and IT in the Israeli sort of constellation was very active, in government at that time. So I just think if you let the files out, people are going to connect the dots. But
anyway, that's it right there. She's saying he was laundering the money to get it to Mossad and Israeli intelligence and overseas. Not that it was going into his. Not, but you said it was going into his ring or whatever.
I am right.
Yeah, you were right. You were off by $21 trillion.
Nope, I'm winning.
No, you completely misrepresented what she said. But
nope, you are completely representing. And dude,
I love that. I wonder how much of the stuff you tell me throughout the day is like filtered through the same filter of what you just told us.
Shut up, Johnny. Shut up.
I'm so happy to hear that people I trust liked Happy Gilmore because
I did. You got to go in a family movie. You got to go into it with it's a family movie. You're not going to get Kill Bill, dude. It's not going to be this super edgy. It's a great movie. Real quick, so people now, and then we'll get close to wrapping up. People are now Spencer Pratt. Do you guys remember who Spencer Pratt is? Remember he was on Bravo or the E channel forever.
He was on the Hill. Somebody messaged me saying we should get him on tinfoil because he's talking about the Palisades so much.
Oh yeah. So this thing is blowing up right now, and guess what? LA still doesn't care. It is blowing up that they basically jacked the entire $100 million. And what Samuel L. Jackson said, as he was like one of the presenters, he literally goes, the money will go directly to the victims. None of it has. 100 million gone. And now the DOJ, which I don't have any faith in, is investigating. They're investigating Newscomb. I mean, dude, this is absolutely insanity.
Yeah, if that's true. And it could be. That could be. 100 million?
Anytime money gets, it just corrupts people. This is from Fox News 2 days ago. The star-studded benefit concert that raised more than $100 million for wildfire victims in California is under fire for how the money was spent. I have not seen any benefit from the fire aid money, and I am very involved here, and neither have my neighbors, said David Howard, who lost two homes, but it must be nice, in the Palisades fire. Fire Aid billed itself as, quote, a benefit concert for wildfire victims. Aside from music by the likes of Lady Gaga, Jelly Roll, Katy Perry, and Olivia Rodrigo, the 5-hour show featured multiple stories from victims in Altadena and the Palisades. My house is gone, said Mark Jones, who lost his house in the Palisades fire. 6 months later, he told Fox 11 that he expected someone to reach out to him to provide help, but it never happened. And it sounds like he was in Altadena. So many others have not received money, and nobody knows like how or why. Last week, in a statement to the Fox affiliate in LA, the charity said, quote, Fire Aid does not have the capability to make direct payments to individuals, and that was never the plan. We partnered directly with trusted local nonprofits to reach communities in need.
They're so full of shit.
Now here's
literally was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, here it is right here. Here's his quote, Sam. Go to the website and give what you can. All the money will go directly to the people who need help in the short term and the long-term effort to get this city back on its feet.
Yes. And he's reading off a prompter.
Of course.
Scum.
Sam, what do you think of this, Sam? With this new administration, they put up a website now where,
oh, dude, this is hilarious. I saw
if you want to be a good citizen of this country, you can Venmo the government to help drop the
pay
debt.
off the debt. Can you believe that?
No,
You're joking.
no, it's a real thing. If
Yep.
you want to be a good citizen, you can send money to the government to help knock into the debt, to help drop the debt.
Oh my God. This is from Axios. Venmo the Treasury to help pay Uncle Sam's debt. You can if you want. Of all the things you might use Venmo for, buying drinks, splitting a check, etc., there's a good chance you've never had, quote, sending the government a gift to help pay public debt on your list, but you can if you really want to. Excuse me. A post on X from NPR's Jack Corbett, take it for what it's worth, NPR, went viral Wednesday night, sharing a screenshot of the Treasury Department's gifts to reduce public debt page. It's at pay.gov.
It's real.
After all, Elon just spent all that time trying to cut the public debt and the deficit, and then we got the big beautiful bill out of it. So why the hell would anybody waste their money doing this? I mean, ridiculous.
It's so dumb. They think you're stupid. They think you're stupid.
They really do.
They think you're a retard. They think you're a retard. Imagine
there's a lot.
Imagine spending like that and be like, hey, if you want to help us out, cover this. You know, we're probably going to jack it up even more, so it won't even matter.
I could give $20 to a homeless guy in the corner, but nah, fuck that. I'm going to send it to the government.
I'm already giving 30% of my money to help pay off the debt.
It's
What is
so
why would I give another dollar?
absolutely ridiculous, dude.
Truly amazing is, you know, when I saw that,
the barbarians are in the gate, dude. The barbarians are in the gate. Yeah,
I'm with you.
And it's just, there's nobody come to save us. They're demolishing this thing. Controlled demolition.
That's why you have to bank fatties. You
got to bank some fatties, guys.
Do it on your
got
own.
to bank some fatties. And you also have to understand that, guess what, guys? It's August, and you know what that means. Football's coming. And if you want to get the best picks you could ever get in your whole entire life, you got to go to my boy Howie Dewey's YouTube channel. That's right. Howie Dewey's got the picks. You name it, he'll give it to you. This guy's firing on all cylinders, dude.
We crushed yesterday, baby.
Just go to youtube.com/@Howie Dewey, HOWIEDEWEY. That's his real name. And go and join and get in on the action now. Howie Dewey's the best. And guys, if you're really having a good time and you're really feeling horny, you should go check out Sam Tripoli. SamTripoli.com. Big weekend. We have August 1st. I am in Boston. Can't wait to be in Boston. Then I'm going to be in Broadbrook. Here's the thing. Robbie, the Fire Bernstein is in fact joining us on he's filling in for XG. I don't know how he's going to be able to fill those giant shoes, but he's going to do it. Then I'm going to be in Huntington Beach. I'm going to be in Kansas City. Then I'm going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then we're going to be at the we're going to be at Skankfest in New Orleans. And by the way, dude, if you're really feeling sassy, I want you guys to go check this out. Guess what? Daddy's got his dates. Daddy's got his dates for the Comedy Mothership. Okay, the Comedy Mothership. Here we go. Bang. We're going to be there in October. That's right. October. Banging with the bangers. Okay. We're banging with the bangers. Do you understand what that means, guys? Let me get it to you real quick.
Do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
No, Johnny, how about you shut the fuck up? How about that
I'm just
one?
trying to help you vamp, Sam, because when you vamp, you just start going kind of brain dead and start mumbling to yourself.
Oh, really, Johnny? I'm sorry. Am I making you uncomfortable? Am I making you uncomfortable, Johnny? Am I making, dude, man, they got a lot of shows coming up here. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Someday they'll get my picture up too.
I'm for sure going to go out there. I can't wait to see
you. Yeah, we're trying to make a big event. Sam Tripoli, there we go. Check it out. Hold on, dude. Hold on. Sam Tripoli. .com. Go to Mothership. There we go. October 17th through the 19th. Bang. Come and hang out. Very excited about my dates going up. So that's it, guys. Anything else, Johnny? What do you want to push? Besides,
go check me out. Hang out on Twitter at Johnny Woodard. Been blocking some folks there. Twitter trolls. I just finally, I used to engage with them but I realized it's wasting my time. It's exhausting. So I just started blocking people.
Hot black chick showing up on Black Time at the end of the show. Good job.
Shout out, Black.
Shout out. All right, guys. As you know, we have a great Patreon where the bangers bang. Okay. And we're going to go over there right now. We're going to go right there. We're going to hang out in this where you can get the premium content from the show. It's about to drop. So go join us over there later today. You'll be able to see it. And yeah. All right. We'll see you guys over there. Great show. The days just fly, dude. The days just fly. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
The days are flying. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, bye, bye.